You are an amazing force. How to stop doubting yourself and start living an amazing life. Jen Sincero, You Are an Amazing Force is one of the most popular self-help books, combining practical motivation, positive energy, and actionable advice in addition to its fun style that combines humor and realism. The book aims to help you change the way you think, get rid of negative habits, overcome fear, and believe in your ability to achieve an amazing life. Jen Sincero emphasizes that the life we dream of is not out of reach, but it requires changing the way we think, freeing ourselves from psychological obstacles, and taking actual action. Her ideas are based on the law of attraction, positive thinking, self-love, and getting rid of the excuses that hold us back. Chapter 1. How did we get here? The author begins by talking about how a person grows up programmed with certain beliefs that he acquired from his family and society. These beliefs may be negative or positive, but they ultimately determine the way we see ourselves in the world around us. Key points in this chapter. Since childhood, a person acquires negative ideas about himself and his capabilities, such as, "I am not smart enough," "Success is difficult," "Money is hard to get." These beliefs become ingrained in the subconscious mind and control our actions without us realizing it. We can change these beliefs by first realizing them and then replacing them with new positive ideas. Example from the book. The writer tells the story of a person who believed that he could not achieve wealth because he grew up in a poor family. When he began to change his view of money and analyze his false beliefs, he began to find new ways to improve his financial situation. Chapter 2. The subconscious mind is the real controller. The writer explains that the subconscious mind is the primary driver of our behaviors and decisions. If you believe that you are not worthy of success, you will act in ways that confirm this belief even without being aware of it. The most important ideas in this chapter. The conscious mind is the part that thinks and analyzes, but the subconscious mind is the one that stores convictions and controls automatic actions. Most of our daily decisions stem from our old convictions stored in the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind can be reprogrammed through positive affirmations and mental visualization. A practical exercise. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and imagine yourself achieving your goals as if they have already happened. Repeat this exercise daily to start changing the programming of your subconscious mind. Chapter 3. How to overcome fear and face the world. The author confirms that fear is the main obstacle that prevents people from achieving their dreams. Many remain in the comfort zone because they fear failure or criticism. The most important points in this chapter. Fear is not real, but rather an illusion created by the mind to protect you from the unknown. The only way to overcome fear is to face it, not avoid it. True success comes from practicing courage and taking steps despite fear. Example from the book. The author tells the story of a person who was afraid of public speaking. When he began to confront this fear through gradual exercises, he became a successful speaker over time. Chapter 4. The Power of Love and Self-Esteem. Success cannot be achieved without self-love. Many people seek to please others and ignore themselves, which makes them live an unsatisfactory life. The most important ideas in this chapter. You must stop comparing yourself to others and focus on improving yourself. Repeating positive affirmations such as, "I deserve success," can change the way you think. Self-love requires making decisions that respect your value, such as taking care of your health and getting rid of toxic relationships. A practical exercise. Write a list of the things you love about yourself and repeat reading it every day. Chapter 5. The Law of Attraction and Achieving Goals. The law of attraction is the main idea in this book, and it is based on the fact that what you think and believe in attracts events that match your mental energy. The most important ideas in this chapter. If you focus on failure and problems, you will attract more of them. If you think positively and imagine success, you will start to see new opportunities. It is not enough to just think, you must take practical steps to achieve goals. An example from the book. The writer talked about a person who believed that success was difficult and he was always focusing on his financial problems. When he started changing his outlook on life, he started to notice new opportunities to improve his financial situation. Chapter 6. Making Bold Decisions. Many people postpone their decisions because they are afraid of making the wrong move. But constant waiting does not lead to any progress. The most important ideas in this chapter. Success requires making decisive decisions and not hesitating. Tom, there is no perfect time to start, but you must start now. Even if you fail, you will learn something new and be closer to success. A practical exercise. Write down a decision that you have been postponing for a long time and take a step to implement it today. Chapter 7. How to get rid of excuses. Excuses like, I don't have time, I'm not talented, I'm too busy, are just arguments that prevent you from achieving your dreams. The key to success is to take responsibility for your life and stop blaming circumstances. Chapter 8. Money and a positive financial mindset. The author explains that many people have a negative mindset towards money, which prevents them from achieving wealth. Key ideas. Money is not a bad thing, but rather a tool for achieving freedom. You must believe that you deserve financial success in order to achieve it. Investing in yourself, learning, developing skills, is the key to improving your financial situation. A practical exercise. Write a positive phrase about money and repeat it daily, such as, money comes to me easily and abundantly. Conclusion. You are an amazing force. The author concludes the book by emphasizing that everyone has the ability to achieve a wonderful life. But success requires self-belief, facing fear, and taking practical steps. If you want to change your life, start now. Highlights from the book, You Are an Amazing Force. The book, You Are an Amazing Force, is filled with real-life stories that show how people can change their lives by changing their beliefs and taking bold steps. Here are some of the most notable stories that the author Jen Sincero covered. 1. Jen Sincero's own story. How did she go from financial failure to success? Background. Jen Sincero was living a modest life, working a job she didn't love, and struggling to pay her bills. She always thought that successful people had a special talent or were lucky, while she was just an ordinary person who couldn't achieve great success. The turning point. One day she decided that she was tired of her current life. She felt that she didn't want to spend the rest of her life working a job she didn't love and living in constant fear of poverty. So she decided to do something different. She started reading self-help books. She invested in taking motivational classes, even though she didn't have enough money. She had to borrow money. She started changing her mindset from I can't to I can and I deserve success. Result. Over time, she started noticing a big change in her life. She started believing in herself more and made bold decisions, such as starting her own business, getting out of the circle of negative people, finding new ways to make money. Today, Jen Sincero is a famous author, motivational speaker, and successful businesswoman who makes millions of dollars a year. Lesson learned. Change starts when you stop feeling sorry for yourself and start taking real action. You don't need to be lucky or genius to succeed. You just need to believe in yourself and work hard. 2. The story of the man who almost turned down his dream job because of fear. Background. Jen talks about a friend of hers who received an offer for a great job at his dream company. The offer was attractive in terms of salary and status, but he felt unprepared and perhaps not qualified enough. His mind began to fill with negative thoughts. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail and get fired after a short period? There are people who are more qualified than me. Why did they choose me? The turning point. When he told his girlfriend Jen Sincero about his fears, she asked him a simple question. Would you rather turn down the job now and regret it later, or try it and find out for yourself? He realized that if he kept turning down opportunities because of his fear, he would never achieve anything in his life. So he decided to take the job. The result. After he started working, he discovered that he was more qualified than he thought, and that most of his fears were just illusions. Over time, he got promotions and became one of the top employees in the company. The lesson learned. Fear is not real. It is just an illusion created by your mind to protect you from the unknown. Success comes when you face your fears, not when you run away from them. 3. The story of a woman who changed her beliefs about money and became rich. Background. Jane tells the story of a woman who worked in a regular job and was constantly worried about money. She grew up in a family that believed that money is hard to come by and rich people are greedy, so she was afraid to try to get rich, and she was living in a cycle of debt. Turning point. She read about the law of attraction and how thoughts affect reality. She decided to change her outlook on money and started repeating positive affirmations every day, such as, "Money comes to me easily and abundantly. I deserve wealth. I welcome new financial opportunities." In addition, she started looking for new ways to make money, such as investing in new skills and networking with successful people. Result. Within a few years, her financial situation improved dramatically, and she was able to live comfortably without constantly worrying about money. Lesson learned. Your mindset about money determines your financial situation. If you think money is hard, it will continue to be hard. Wealth does not come from luck, but from changing the way you think and making the right decisions. Your Brevoor. The story of the man who was afraid of public speaking. Then he became a professional speaker. Background. There was a man who suffered from an intense fear of public speaking. Every time he was asked to speak, he felt fear and tension, which caused him to miss out on many opportunities in his career. The turning point. He decided to face his fear in a gradual way. He started by speaking only in front of his friends, then in front of small groups. Then he started taking public speaking lessons. The result. With time, he started gaining confidence and started enjoying public speaking. Eventually, he got the opportunity to become a professional speaker and get paid to give lectures. Lesson learned. Fear can be overcome with gradual practice. Your biggest fears can become your biggest strengths if you decide to face them. 5. The story of a woman who broke the grid with negative people and changed her life. Background. There was a woman who was always surrounded by negative people who belittled her and made her feel like she couldn't achieve her dreams. Whenever she tried to achieve something new, they would tell her, "Why are you trying? You won't succeed. It's too hard. Don't bother." Turning point. After she started reading self-help books, she realized that the people she surrounds herself with directly affect her life. So she decided to break the grid with negative people. Find positive friends who support her. Focus on building her career away from negative influences. Result. Over time, she started feeling happier, achieved great success in her work, and became more confident in herself. Lesson learned. The people you surround yourself with can be the reason for your success or failure. Don't be afraid to end toxic relationships that hinder your progress. Conclusion. These stories sum up the essence of the book, You Are an Amazing Force. Change starts from within. Fear is not real, and you can overcome it. The way you think determines your reality. Everyone has the potential to build an amazing life if they decide to take the right steps. If you want to change your life, start now. Don't wait for perfect circumstances.